Welcome to On the Edge with April Mahoney Brains. You've hit the spot. The place where the conversation is pointed, the guests are sharp, and the responses are never dull. Put your thinking caps on, because the conversation starts now. Welcome to On the Edge with April Mahoney Brains. We are back at your favorite spot. The place where the conversation is pointed, the guests are sharp, and the responses are never dull. Today we have Denise Drinkwalter. She's a life coach. She is helping women in midlife navigate through the changes. Whether you are changing jobs, career, empty nester, you're losing weight, gaining weight, all that kind of stuff. We need someone that's going to hold our hand, someone that's been there, done that, and cares. They're not here to transform us. They're here to coach us, mentor us, and bring out the best person that we are, to make that shine and that make a better place for the entire world. Because I'm telling you, if you got some angry women on the planet, it's going to implode, right, Denise?
Absolutely. Yes.
Let's welcome her to the show. How are you, Denise Drinkwalter?
I am fantastic. It is so great to be here with you. I love your energy.
Oh, and I love you too. Thank you so much. Tell my brains what planet you're from and how do you show up in the world?
I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I show up for the world every single day because I believe that when my feet hit the floor, my duty and responsibility is to love every single day that I get to have. And that's how I approach my everyday. And when I do that, there seems to be an energy that goes out, and those who seem to need that extra lift find me somehow. So it's an honor to be here, and I can't wait to get into this conversation.
Well, you know what? I found it pretty interesting. You got caught in the rain on one of your videos. You were picking your son from the bus stop with the dog, but you looked nothing bothered you. You were still happy. You were healthy. You were in the moment. That's what I want to know is, okay, couple things. Number one, when I turned 40, I had a literal meltdown.
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror, girl, I started crying. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? It was at 40. But when I turned 50 and then when I turned 60, I felt liberated. I mean, I was unapologetic. What is it when you start in that 40 age range? Is it society, what they're saying? Are you, leaving those 30, those youthful years behind? What is it at 40?
It's interesting because it does seem to hit around that age. And a lot of it has to do with our physicality, our chemistry. But that's where people get stuck, right? They try to solve the physical ailments that start to raise their heads. Your body is changing. The hormones are going north, south, west, and east all at once. Like you say, you wake up, you look in the mirror, and you're a puddle on the floor. It's like, what happened to me? Hello. And there's no rhyme or reason. It's like it comes out of nowhere and attacks you, right? So brains in the audience, hands up right now if you are hearing what I'm putting down, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're picking up what she's putting down, brains, because at 40, it was like, I just didn't understand it. But then when I got into it, as I got to be 45, well, no, it was still tough because, again, the hot flashes started creeping in there. The hormones started changing. I wasn't wearing the belly out. The belly was bulging.
Yeah.
The boobs weren't perky. They was kind of sagging. So it was a lot of things going on. But just like every other metamorphosis in our life, we have to be able to recognize it, but also make the change. How do you work with your clients to, number one, recognize where they are and appreciate where they are and push forward?
I love the question simply because I say be as much as possible in the present moment. No matter what is happening, what we tend to do is futurize, go into panic mode about what's going on. What could it be? I better look it up in the encyclopedia, right?
Don't you say encyclopedia, you're dating us.
Right? I know. Well, hey, the gray hair's real, right?
You better say Google it.
I'm telling you, I still have an encyclopedia above my head in the
You know
shelves
what?
right
I
now.
have mine too, and they were the greatest thing ever. Brains, we have to
Yeah.
turn the kids onto that. Okay.
So be in the moment, really understand what's going on by tuning in. Take a breath, take a moment, and just be present. What is really happening? Is it my mind that's racing ahead, worried about everything? Oh, okay. That doesn't mean it's happening right now. Tune into the present moment. Take some really incredible deep breaths and tune yourself in, grounded, get
Well,
grounded.
Brains, the breath is the center of everything. That is the first thing that our Creator gave us. That's the first thing that we atoned to when we came from the womb. And that is the last thing that we will embrace when we transition, is the breath. It calms you down, it paces you, it gives you a space to think, to rethink, and not react. What I've grown and matured and learned to do is you don't have to react and respond to everything. You really don't. Some things you just don't give a hoot about.
Yep.
And that's okay too. But it's a certain maturity that comes along with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
To be able to release that which does not serve you.
That's right.
So one of the questions that I work with my clients on, and without fail, they grab a sticky note and they write it down because it's so powerful. And the question is this: how does this serve me? Right? How does this serve me? So when you are feeling anxious, when you are feeling overwhelmed, when you are feeling off, ask yourself, how does this serve me? Right? That is a perfect interrupter to bring you back. And then from there, you start taking that breath and reground. Yeah.
Okay. So now you've got these new social norms. You got the social media that the new, the 60 is the new 40. Hell, I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
I want to progress forward. They teach us
Yep.
how to get our benefits. They teach us how to get medical. They teach us about the latest cosmetic surgery, but they don't teach us how to live.
Yeah.
How
Because they can't, right?
how do we re-engage that? How do we start feeling good about ourselves after we've taken the breath and stripped ourselves butt naked and got vulnerable in front of the mirror? What is the next step?
Yeah. Really tune into what brings your heart joy. And boy, does this one ever shift people. At first, I get a lot of people saying, I don't know. Oh, it's my kids. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. It's the external. We get to now flip that. It does not happen from outside. We tune into the inside. And so one way that's really super amazing to do is go back in your memory bank to when you were young and what did you love to do as a child? Not somebody doing it for you. What did you do as a child? I'm going to say 5, 6, 7-year-old, right? What brought you joy, right? And so for my story, when I've done this work, I loved activity. I couldn't sit still. I didn't know that, but boy, when I go back in my memory bank, I loved climbing trees. I loved monkey bars. I loved swinging. Those were things nobody did it for me. I didn't
Oh,
need
so
help.
that's how you got those beautiful arms, huh? Well, let me show you what I do, because exactly what you said, I regressed back to my childhood. I'm not going to show you guys everything. You see this little chart right here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I've got 7 goals that I have for myself every day. And when I complete them, I get a star.
Love it.
I don't need a purse. I don't need to go to lunch. I don't need a cocktail. I just need a little self reassurance.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do, Brains. We got to rely on ourselves. Those outside influences are nothing but echo chambers of what is going on in society. It is not innately who we are as individuals.
Yeah.
And so we have to rise like the phoenix to the occasion.
Absolutely.
Spread our wings and fly. Life is not over. Let me tell you, once you get adjusted to 40 and your libido, oh my God, did your libido spark it up? After I got, through the little hot flashes, I turned into a virtual sex kitten. He was like, what's wrong with you? It comes back. It comes back with a vengeance because you know what you want. Mm-hmm. Whether you're with your partner or whether you're, taking care of yourself. Whatever, you know what it feels. You know the mechanics of it. You know the intimacy. You know the importance. You know what makes you feel beautiful.
Yeah.
And all those things are so sensual and so sexual. And I think now women have lost the art of sensuality and being sexy. You see them all the time in yoga pants and a big old top and some Ugg boots. Dress yourself up.
Yes.
Put on some makeup, put on some lipstick, if nothing else, for yourself. Would you agree?
100%. Do it. This is my mantra that I've created. Do it for you, by you, because of you.
That's right.
Right? Yeah.
That's right.
Do it.
And
do it for
it's
you.
so powerful but then sometimes you become a little out of control because then you're all about self, Finding someone that's evenly yoked in your life to share in that, whatever your partner is. Your partner is there to support you and encourage you, not, I think, dictate who you are. And a lot of women, we'll use women as an example right now, feel so emboldened by their partner. But when they're by themselves, they feel shallow and insignificant. How do we raise their self-esteem?
Go right back to what we were just talking about. When you focus on yourself, not through egotism, but through self-awareness, self-love, and drop the external feedback, and it's all about you, then you will start to change your energy. When you begin to do this work, and I know women left, right, and center who are like, brains in the audience, you probably put your hand up and go, oh, I can't focus on me. Everybody else needs me. And I say this to you right now. I employ you to step to the side, do it differently, step into understanding and loving yourself in a new way. And you will not have to influence anybody else because your sphere of influence will be coming from your center, which will be solid and expanding, and everybody will change along with you without you having to lift a finger. So you can't give from that empty cup. So fill your cup. And self-care is a buzzword. I'm not keen on it because people, I love self-care. Don't get me wrong. Right? But I'm not talking that kind of self-care. I'm talking every single day, do something for you, by you, because of you, independent of anybody else. And I don't care if it's a half a minute, do it consistently over time and watch your energy change and watch your sphere of influence around you change with you without you lifting
and also watch who drops off. Because once you start, you don't let anybody turn down your light brains. Okay, don't do that. You're going to have the naysayers, you're going to have the jealous people, you're going to have the insecure people. You're going to have always, I call all of my guest queens because they are, but somebody's going to try to knock you off the throne and I'm not going to have it. So, there's a reason and there's a season and there's a time for everything. Sometimes you have to let people go. And that's not because they're not wonderful in their space, but that also doesn't mean they need a front row seat in your auditorium. Some people need to be in the balcony. Some people need to be getting a ticket from the outside. Because that really influences how you think about yourself. All of this, the gossiping and gossip. Please stop that. It's poison on your tongue. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything because it causes wrinkles. A woman taught me this a long time ago. She says, always have mints in your purse. Well, I always do. She says, and if you're in a heated situation, put some candy in your mouth. if you put a piece of candy in your mouth, you can't say anything negative.
Mhm.
You can't say anything negative. What do you say, about female relationships? Because that's very, very important. I rely on you, Denise. You rely on me. But when you've got these other people, how do you balance that out?
Yeah. Another brilliant question. And again, go back to, is that serving you?
Mm-hmm.
Is getting involved in the negativity serving you? If you feel like you're going to be missing out because you're not involved, that's where you need to start looking.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that is missing within you that makes you have that desire to be a part of those types of conversations? You need to flip the mirror and get to start to investigate what it is in you that is causing that need to be attracted to that kind of communication, which isn't healthy for any reason. So
And
there's
some people
something
feed
you need
off
to
of
do.
it. Some
No,
people
yeah.
love drama.
Oh,
I have
absolutely.
a sign over my front door. Drama doesn't live here.
Yeah,
So you got the
for
wrong
sure.
address. Drama doesn't live here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't I can't produce my best in chaos.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
You
for
you
sure.
can't like again, like you say, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you do some online programs, empowerment
Mhm.
life coaching. Tell us what we can expect from one of those.
You can expect 1000% energy of me being in the room to support you and meet you where you are at. I have had 31 years in education as an incredible career, and I supported adults, all kinds of walks of life, all kinds of stories came through my door as a principal. Nothing surprises me anymore, but I will tell you that you will be greeted with a safe environment where you can process what it is that's going on for you. And we create plans of action to help you move forward at a pace that works for you. So I meet every client where they are at. And I have a multitude of strategies and techniques that I use. I've never believed, and I still don't believe in one size fits all. There is not, here's the program, you fit into it. No, I have programs that are baseline driven, and then I meet you where you're at and we go along and I support you in that. So I have a couple of programs that I do, and then I also do one-on-one coaching. Yeah.
That's very important too, Brains. And I always like to bring this up. The new other buzzword is diversity, equity, and inclusion. The world is topsy-turvy. Okay. You're not even Miss or Mrs. anymore. Now you're pronoun. You're he, thee, wait, she, all that. I respect it. Kids now are wanting to be non-binary. They don't even want to be male or female. You have such disregard because women are so powerful, and this is the age of the woman, that they emasculate men. Well, men are very important, and I love them. Then you have the men that don't feel that they equal to, so they have to be combative. With all of this going on in the world, you do have to ask yourself, how does this serve me? And I always ask myself, how can it get any better than this? And what else is possible? Because you're dealing with the subconscious mind. You're dealing with that neurolinguistic programming. I just was talking to myself, and I talk to myself and I answer myself, brain. So, in case you want to know, because sometimes I'm the only one in the room and I'm the smartest one in the room. But when I have that conversation and I listen and I journal and I write, I look back and I reflect, it was like, okay, let's reframe the narrative. Let's have a new conversation. What happens if I do XYZ? Because I've done ABC and it didn't work. Mm-hmm. Let's try something else. You come to the same juncture, you come to the same crossroads, and you get hit by the train. Instead of deviating and turning, wouldn't you agree? Don't you think that people need to allow themselves some flexibility, even if they have to step back in their life to move forward?
Absolutely. Otherwise, you're not learning. And to me, life is all about learning. So if you keep doing the same thing and getting the same results, clearly there's opportunity for growth and expansion, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So let's have some fun questions about you. This is my favorite part of the interview. Denise Drinkwalter, what would you tell a 25-year-old self?
Oh my goodness. Live every single day to its fullest and don't listen to what people are saying or thinking or feeling about you. That's theirs. You live you.
It's beautiful. If you were an appliance in the kitchen, what appliance would you be and why?
Well, that's a really good one. I would be a NutriBullet be-
Oh boy.
because um, mix it up. Don't stay stagnant. Don't stay stationary. Don't keep doing the rut, the rut. Get in there, turn it on, and mix it up. Come out with a different drink every time.
I know. I'd be the spice grinder
Yeah.
for several reasons, okay? Being over 40 is one of them. How about that? If you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
I would be I'm trying to think of what is, I think I would be a lioness.
Hmm.
Because um, I would have strength. I would be able to survive. I would know how to maneuver in my environment and come out on top.
I'd be a party animal. For the same reason that I'm the spice grinder, okay?
There you go.
I want to get it in. What are some of your guilty pleasures? I mean, you're beautiful, you're physically fit, you're smart, you're at the top of your game, you're pouring into other women. But what are some of your guilty pleasures?
I like to read some pretty interesting books. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
I like reading some interesting books. And I love mixing martinis. I love
chocolate
martinis.
martini.
Oh yeah. Oh, the best. Oh, there are so many different ones.
There's
We
so
need to meet up. We need to meet up as a
well,
party
we
animal.
will. We
I'll
absolutely
make your
will.
martinis.
You got one more. What's your last one?
What's my last one?
Right.
Huh. What is my last one?
Probably that workout you've been getting.
See, I don't know if that's guilty though. I don't know.
Well, some people, I mean, when you're cut, it's not an addiction, it's a regimen. And that's what I've
Yeah,
been doing to
that's
myself.
true.
It's the way I talk to myself. So I've created new healthy habits. I read the book Atomic Habits. I absolutely recommend it and love it.
Yeah.
And so now I bought one of those little bike peddlers. So when
Oh
I'm
yeah.
editing,
Yep.
I'm at my desk, I'm getting the circulation. I was out walking the other day and I was about to climb this hill and I was like, let me turn around. I don't want to walk up this hill. But you know what? Spirit said to me, do you know how many people can't even get out the bed? Do you know how many people can't catch their breath? Do you know how many people would love to live in a beautiful, picturesque area like you do? You better get on up that hill. Girl, and I walked up that hill. And when I got up, I patted myself on the back. And that day I gave myself 2 stars.
I was going to say, tell me you did the stars. Yes, plural. Yes.
I did 2 stars because you know what? You can change your mindset in a minute, in a nanosecond. It starts with gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude and appreciation. When I got to thinking, I was like, and I mean, Spirit was just talking to me, I wasn't the only one in the room that day, but was just making it very plain and simple. And I was like, this is a gift. This is an honor. This is a reward that I'm able to do these things. Let me honor myself. Let me be happy about it. And you can do that with so many other things in your life. Give me 1 or 2 things that's still on your life list. I don't like to call them bucket lists because we're not going to wait to the end. What are on your life list? What do you want to accomplish and do?
My life list. I would absolutely love to take the whole family away to wherever everybody wants to go. I don't even care where it is, as long as we're all together with the grandchildren and all of our children together and their fiancés, and just having everybody together for a week. uninterrupted, reconnecting, seeing how we can just have fun together like we do when we are together. So I would love to do that. And I would love to do this. I would love to um, have an orchard for my husband who loves his apples and grapes and all that kind of stuff. I would love to have an orchard for him anywhere in the world where he would love to have an orchard as an aside, just to do some playing.
That's
I'd
beautiful.
love to do that.
That is absolutely beautiful. So, what do you want your legacy to be, Denise Drinkwalter?
I would love my legacy to be that when women think about giving back to themselves, that it all started with an opportunity for me to have met with them and said how powerful they really are.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. See, again, brains, it's not about us, it's about others. And once you get that in your head, the abundance will flow, because the universe will know that, okay, I'm not giving this to a selfish person, I'm giving this to a giver. And the more that I give, the more that they will give, and the more the world will receive. When I do my yoga practice, they say, embrace what you want, expel what you don't want, hold it next to your heart, give it out to the world. You do that 2 or 3 times, and it becomes a ritual. It becomes your mantra. Have a beautiful mantra, something that you say to yourself. Like Denise says, how is this serving you? Like I said, what else is possible? The naysayer, I'm not sure, I don't know, if, I can't, I don't, I want. Who are you talking to? I will,
Yeah.
I am, I can, I do, I feel, I need, I have. All of those things are abundant conversations. And Denise is going to, turn it up 10% in her online webinars. Tell my brains how to get in contact with you, how to work with you. Brains, yes, she's in Canada, but she's nothing but a Zoom call away. Okay?
Exactly.
Don't get it confused.
Yes, absolutely. You just type in my name, DeniseDrinkwalter.com. It's www.DeniseDrinkwalter.com, and you will find me. You can message me. That's my website. It has everything that I'm doing. I have a virtual workshop actually coming up very soon, tomorrow. And so that's on there if you want to join. It's a free thing that we're doing, and it's backed by popular demand. So
Well, we
yeah.
want to do it. And brains, when they say free, it didn't cost you to get up in there, but at least you can pay attention.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the key thing. I go around the world to bring you the best and the brightest, and people are going to pour into you like a river. It's up to you if you're a beaver and you're building a dam. It's been so wonderful talking to you, Denise. I appreciate you, I value you, and I respect you. Again, like I said, we have so much in common. I want women and men learn to live. If COVID taught me anything, it was to cherish every moment, because you didn't know when you were going to run up against the adversary.
Yeah.
You didn't know how to take care of yourself. You didn't know how to protect yourself. You didn't know who to believe. So you have to trust in yourself. You have to listen and edit and filter and make good decisions. And you can only do that by knowing who you are inside. Thank you so much. You are the absolute best. Brains, I need you to go in, love, like, share, and subscribe. Again, love, like, share, and subscribe here on The Edge. Come back and let me know how that seminar went, Denise. All right?
I absolutely will. My pleasure.
All right, brains. I love you deeply and completely.